Second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Right there. Christian, Travis. Now! One.
Hey, one set. Check, punch.
From the gun, Hayden. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Hayden. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now with Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 2nd and 13. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hayden. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Hayden. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Here's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin White, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Recon, 2.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Smith. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage. And it's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Third and long here for Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
54, Mike, 54. He's timing you. He's timing us. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Switch it.
They'll start out on the ground with Joe. He goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Hayden. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Check. Mike, 54.
From the gun on third down, Hayden. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw him with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hayden. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hayden. Going up top for Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How do things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down.
We got 3.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Mariota now 11 of 16 through the 8. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 17.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells you.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, wahoo! Go!
And the Buccaneers first down.
Hey, 1 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Hayden. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go, D. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Mike's by four, Mike's by four, Mike's by four. Gotta do better.
On 1st and 10, Hayden. Oh, he's thinking end zone for and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1st down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
65. 90 is a Mike. All day. All day.
Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Go. 18 Gators. General West.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
64.
To throw on 2nd down. Hayden. And he whips that one incomplete there. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. Hayden. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
On 4th down, Hayden. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Get it.
Back to throw. Hayden. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again. Hayden. A dump underneath to Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there for sack number 22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. After the sack on first down, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mariota now. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. First and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
36. Rush in.
Throwing again. Hayden. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bucs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Hayden. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Throwing on first down. Hayden. This is Miller. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Hayden. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get your swerve on. Watch twins.
Go.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's coming. We got double up. No. Ready?
Now Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They go again with Powell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
On first down, Powell. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 40 now on second down. Mariota, he's got Fuller. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Mariota to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They run with Powell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Right there, 56. Ready?
3. Check 17.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Powell. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Throwing, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Right there.
On first down, Hayden. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Mariota here to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, it's Mariota. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.